Hi everyone! Today I wanted to share with you some of my favorite books, art books by amazing illustrators. I think it's going to be an interesting one because art books are a great source of inspiration, and if you have any favorite art books that you don't see in this video, please share with us in the comments and I would love to check them out. So let's go with the first one. This one is Wonder by Beatrice Blue. It's beautifully published and edited book. You can see that the cover is really amazing. The illustration is beautiful. And it's full of amazing artwork by Beatrice Blue. I really love her work, especially her unique characters, and she has a huge easiness of creating very expressive and unique ones. In this book, what you can see is her process. So from the very starting sketch, you can see how she develops the drawing and the illustrations to the final pieces with color and with all the shadings and lights. What I love the most in her work is how she creates story within every image that she makes, and all the beautiful color palettes and lights and shades that she uses. So this book is definitely one of the biggest treasures in my collection. So the next one is National Parks of the USA, and this is a book illustrated by Chris Turnham. I hope I pronounced his name right. I'm a huge fan of his work. And this book, whenever I take it out to look at it, I always wonder how much work and how much time creating all those illustrations took, because this is a beautifully created book with lots of details, lots of talent, and you can see that a lot of time has been put into it. You've got each chapter is about different national park from the United States. So you've got the whole illustrated spread, and then a lot of spot illustrations about different details and flora and fauna characteristic for the region. So I think if I had to choose my favorite book from my whole collection, I think I would go for this one. So the next book is this one, and it's called Tales of Amazing Animal Heroes, and I bought it because I found the idea behind the book really interesting. It's beautifully published once again by Penguin Random House, and different illustrators were invited to collaborate and work on this book. So each story about different animal is actually illustrated by different artists. One of my favorite illustrators is Rebecca Green, and you can also find her illustrations here in this book. So I'd especially recommend this book for people who have kids, for all animal lovers, and also history lovers, because this book is all about that, about animals that did something important in the history. And it's very beautifully made. So the next one is this one. I think it's a great choice for kids because it's an interactive book. It's beautifully created and beautifully illustrated by Robert Hunter. And this one is all about forests. So different forests in different places, in different countries and continents. And you can see how different animals from different forests are represented. And on each page, you can actually hear the voices of each habitat. So yeah, this is a very beautiful interactive book, and it's also very nicely published. All the elements on the cover have a little bit of volume, which makes it a bit more special. So now let's go with this one. It's illustrated by Gordy Wright, and it's called Wild in the Streets. Also, this one has beautiful details, like a copper shiny details on the cover. So this one is about animals that you can find in big cities that live among us, humans. So once again, this book is beautifully illustrated. On every spread you have a short poem about the animal and then a short description where you can find them and some interesting details. So I definitely recommend this book to all people who love art and animals, and I will leave all the links to the books below in the description box. So the next book is this one. I have a Spanish version. Those are about the markets all over the world. And this one was illustrated by Beatrice Castro. And once again, amazing illustrations. What I really like about this book is that each spread is very detailed and it's very colorful, so you can get really lost in the illustration. And on each spread there is a short description of the market and either a task that you can do within the image. So you can find something, maybe you are asked to look for something in the illustration, or there is some interesting question. And it's really beautifully illustrated. Lots of colors and interesting characters. Another book that I have and really like is this one. It's both illustrated and has a lot of photographies, and all the illustrations for every book that is coming next are made by Cruciform. I really love her very consistent and characteristic graphic style, and the illustrations are really beautiful. So the book shows a lot of different modern cabins in different places all over the world. So you've got illustrated introduction, and then there are following photographs of the place, and I think you've got also plans of each of the houses. So it's really beautiful. If you like art and if you like architecture, this book is perfect. Another book I wanted to show you is this one. I saw one day the illustrations from this book on Pinterest, some of them, and I really liked them so much that I decided to get the book. It's illustrated by Anton van Hertbruggen. I hope I'm pronouncing it okay. And I love the colors of the illustrations and the mood, and that they're very expressive. So this is something that really made me fall in love with the book. The last book for today is this one. It's the smallest book size-wise in my collection, and it's illustrated by Benji Davis. And I really like the story. And if you know my work, you know that I always, well, not always, but often illustrate like beach environment, a very summer kind of places. So it's really great to see his beautiful art and how he illustrates this kind of environment too. This is actually my favorite spread from the book. I really like how he shows the beach and the sea. So guys, this is all for today. Let me know which art book is your favorite one, if you have any of them, do you have any other recommendations? And I see you in the next video. Bye!